Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new series here on my channel, my first ever Create a Sim series, the Founders series. So what this is this is going to be a series where I give you guys very cute, gorgeous looking Sims that you can use as founders for any of your legacies or your Sims 3 challenges, or you can also use them if you are currently already in a challenge and you want some good genetics to mix into your Sims bloodline. Then these Sims are going to be readily available for you guys to use and download. Something that I should say before I get into this, of course you will be able to download them, and of course I'm going to list every piece of CC I have used on this Sim. So the first link in the description box below will take you to my Tumblr, where there will be a download link in addition to a complete CC master list for this specific Sim. So anything you see on her, it will be linked on my Tumblr post. So don't worry, there's no questions. You don't have to ask me where'd you get so and so. Just go and check my Tumblr. In addition, if you are going to be using this Sim as a founder, then you're probably going to want to get a storyline going, and I have created and crafted a storyline for each of these Sims. I'm going to be just randomly generating their traits, and I'm going to just create a storyline off of that. Of course, if you don't want to use my storyline, or if you don't care about her name or her traits and you just want to mix her into your bloodline, then it doesn't matter. I'm just commentating over this video, so it's not just music in the background. But anyway, this Sim, her name is Hope Sears. I don't know, I just randomly generated it. And her traits are clumsy, easily impressed, heavy sleeper, irresistible, and a loner. And her lifetime wish is to be leader of the free world, which is level 10 in politics. It's kind of conflicting though, because she has the clumsy trait and the loner trait, which you would think isn't really ideal for being in a political sort of field. But my storyline is that perhaps she overcomes her like lonerness and her kind of like being by herself, and she is an unlikely leader of the free world. So, you know, from her birth, no one expected her to grow up and be like the president of Sim Nation, right? But she overcomes her adversity and she is able to be like level 10 in politics. That's kind of like the storyline I got going. So, you know, you can feel free to steal my storyline if you so wish. I should also mention that this Sim is actually based off of one of my lovely viewers, Pizza, posted a photo of their Sim in the Discord. There is always a link to our Discord in case you guys want to join and post your own Sim for everyone to see. And hey, you might tune into this next video in this series. I may have used your Sim as some inspiration, because that's exactly what I did with Pizza. But anyway, I looked at Pizza Sim and I was like, wow, I really want to remake her. So shout out to you, Pizza. I just thought that Pizza Sim was really cute and I wanted to make my own. So yes, Miss Hope Sears, she was inspired by Pizza. So thank you, Pizza. One thing I really struggle with when I make these Sims, and I saw a little bit of discourse about this in the Discord the other day, but a lot of people were talking about sliders, and I have sliders in my game, of course. I love sliders in The Sims 3. I especially love body sliders, like height and like, you know, kind of like hip and like thigh sliders. It makes it so that the Create a Sim process is as seamless and smooth as the process in The Sims 4. Obviously, I mean, you don't have to like The Sims 4 in order to at least give it some merit in the Create a Sim aspects. I think that that game has innovated and pushed the envelope a little bit on like what is good as far as Sims games and what is kind of like the standard of Create a Sim from now on. So you may or may not like The Sims 4, doesn't matter, but I think you kind of have to at least give it some merit that the Create a Sim in Sims 4 is super amazing. So what I end up doing is I like body sliders in The Sims 3, so I use those a lot on my Sims. Now it's hard to tell you guys each and every slider I have in my game because I probably have over 20. And obviously if you download a Sim that has sliders, if you don't have those same exact sliders, the Sim is going to look slightly different. So if you do end up downloading the Sim, she does have some sliders on, so she may look a little bit different in your game, and that's just the fact of the matter. Like I don't know what to do about that. I guess I could probably take my sliders out of my game, but honestly I do have a link on the download page of every slider I have in my game. It's just like a screenshot, so if you want her to look identical, there's gonna have to be a couple things you do. One of them I know is to multiply the sliders in CAS using NROS Master Controller. Basically what it allows you to do is it allows you to slide these sliders for face and body and everything like that a little bit farther than they should be in base game, and it kind of like hacks the system and just multiplies the effect that the slider has on your sim's face. That's a good way to put it. So essentially, you know, if my bar all the way to the right for eyes scale is all the way to the right, it's as big as it'll go, my sim's eyes will be clipping out of their head with that multiplier. That's basically the essence of what a slider multiplier does via NROS Master Controller. So basically what I'm trying to say is I kind of struggle with like putting these sims up, and because I know that they're not going to look exactly precise in your game if you don't have everything. But that's just like, I think that's just the trade-off of downloading someone else's sim, right? And I think even if you don't have my same exact sliders, she'll still look cute, she'll still look good. But anyway, someone in the Discord the other day was saying that they use sliders too, and they were like, my sims still look as good as Maddie's. And I felt really flattered because I have kind of like a golden rule for my Sims 3 Let's Plays. I don't like to change my Sims's features at all, because in my mind, you know, not everybody in the real world is gorgeously beautiful, right? So if I make sims and I give them plastic surgery, every single sim that comes and goes in my games, and I just think that they're all gonna look kind of the same, because I think I have a idea of like sim beauty, like I have like a vision in my mind of what I want every sim to look like and what I consider is beautiful, but that's just not realistic. So I like to play realistically. I do not touch any of my sims' facial features in my Let's Plays or anything like that, but obviously creative sim videos are a little bit different because I can set up how I want my sim to be. But basically that's my golden rule, is I do not touch facial features at all of any sim in my Let's Plays. I just think that it kind of makes them all look the same, and I do like them to look unique, whether that's pretty, average, beautiful, so on and so forth. I can at least finesse a half good makeover even if the sim doesn't have like a great base face. For example, Ivy in my Seasons Let's Play, she was the product of Gator Wolf from Moonlight Falls, and if you know anything about Gator, he has a huge ginormous nose and it's a hook nose, and she ended up inheriting that nose, and I think that I gave her, to the best of my ability, I gave her as cute of a makeover as possible. And now her daughter Meadow, actually she's pretty, so we had some nice genetics from Maximus McDermott in Riverview. That's Meadow's father. I had some nice genetics from his side. So anyway, long story short, I don't know, I'm kind of like babbling. I feel like that's a cornerstone of these cast videos, is people just babbling about life and whatever, which I think is fun. I think it's fun. These are kind of like a way that I can talk to you guys. Actually, a second ago in the video, I was just messing with some body sliders, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. I have body sliders for a lot of stuff in my game, and I'm still unclear if body sliders are inheritable through generations. I think they are. Like, I think they are part of the genetic system, even though they are a mod, because I have had sims inherit their parents' height. I don't know if I've had sims inherit their parents' like butts though, because I do have a butt slider and it makes booties very voluptuous in my game. I have one for wider hips, which is I think I gave Hope wider hips, so her hips might be a little bit wider than like a normal sims, and I think I cinched her waist in a little bit more. That is why whenever I do that, I put my sims in like as minimal clothing as possible. I know that sounds weird. I just need to get access. Like I need to see, you know, what I'm adjusting, so I usually put them in like a bra and some shorts or something like that, where I switch them over into their swimwear. It doesn't matter, honestly. But anyway, I was playing a little bit with body sliders. I love body sliders in The Sims 3. It's like I never really played Sims 4 all that much, maybe, you know, when it first released, but that's one of the things that I really miss, that even though you know, I've never really played The Sims 4 in detail, it's one of the things that I am kind of mournful over. Like, that is a thing. I don't have a lot of things about The Sims 3 where I'm like, damn, The Sims 4 has that and I wish I had it right now. No, that doesn't tend to happen, except if it's like building stuff or cast. Those are the two things, building and cast. That is stuff that I am very mournful over. Very sad that we don't have really good building in previous iterations of The Sims. Anyways, here I am just randomly generating Hope's name and also her traits too, and her lifetime wish. I didn't really have a story for this sim when I went into making her. I was just like, I'm gonna make a cute sim today, and so I did that. And then here I brought her into my photo shoot room, and you can kind of see her close up. She's very pretty, kind of just standing there smiling. That is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my introductory episode into my Founders series. And if you ever want to use one of these Sims and you do end up using one of these Sims, please tweet me or come in our Discord. We have a Sims 3 screenshots channel and I would love to see you guys. You can at me, you can tell me, just get my attention. I want to see you guys using these Sims. Once again, guys, that is going to do it for me for this video, and I hope to see you guys all in my next one. Peace out, guys.